What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 60 Civilization 5 AI only world battle. Hopefully the last time. Well, definitely. Unless, depends how I start the final one. But, the last normal episode. As we get to turn 300. And then I'll just show you what happened at 400. Probably in about a week's time. Hopefully. As long as it doesn't take too long. But yeah, we've got 5 turns left. We get to see. It'll all be done in this one. Hopefully. Don't know why it wouldn't. But yeah. Don't really know what to say. Just running out of things. There's loads of wars did break out last episode against Ethiopia. No. Ethiopia was definitely in them, I don't know. But none of them mattered. That's the point. Long day, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I won't do any more after this. Songhai piecing out with Arabia. Not too big again. I mean, Arabia looked like they might have been thinking about it. But yeah, don't think that will lead to too much. Inca. What are they up to? Still surviving. Putting up a good defense against the Iroquois. They've just kept them out pretty well. So they lost this city, which was painful. But apart from that, they're still here. Still going. Somehow not lost too much population either. To be fair, when all these units are around, you thought maybe it would starve a little bit. It's not really been the case. India is probably going to get booted out of, I want to say Indonesia, but obviously because they're a civ, sort of, there's more these Indonesian islands. They'll just be back up in India. I mean, they're still definitely a contender, top 10, which I don't know, I probably won't read them out specifically just because I'd have to order them and stuff, but I'll just go through the scores at the end so that you've all seen it, so I'm not biasing it, and then I'll start putting the votes out, probably, yeah, the day this episode comes out, it'll come out in the afternoon probably, and so on from there. And then once that's done, I'll aim for like the vote to finish for the winner at the same time, and then I'll do the final turn 400 thing after that, or I'll be trying to get to it before, obviously, but it's going to take a long time. I don't know how long it's been since turn 200, probably quite a few hours, so you can imagine it's going to be the same. It'll probably be 25 turns a day of leaving it on for a few days in a row, while I don't even know what I'm going to do. Get really bored, watch everything that's on Netflix in that time, I don't know. I'll find something to do, I guess. We'll find something. The Jar, they are all Korea now, aren't they? Did that happen in the last episode? For some reason I feel like it was the one before, and still nothing's happened. But no, it must have just been in the last one. So Mongolia has a ton of units now. That's quite scary. Quite a few. So what they get up to. Yeah, the Jar. I don't know how they've not started the siege, but whatever. To eliminate Korea. Can they make it to the end? Obviously Japan grabbed Busan in a peace deal, which has already proved pretty useful for them, I guess. Influences like the sea in this region, they've put their planes here. Could be interesting. I wonder, will Mali do anything before the end? Probably not. I should probably stop clicking. It doesn't like it. My PC's been going really slow today, so maybe something's going on. I was trying to edit earlier. The other day, if you noticed there wasn't a video, it's because it was going so slow. I don't know what was happening. I had plenty of time to get both videos edited, but it took so long to load that I just didn't have time before I had to go out, and then just couldn't get it done time. That's why we missed one in the week, and obviously that was today. This is the same day as I come back to record this. It still seems to be going a little bit slow. I don't know what it is. Probably something messing up in the background. I'll fix at some point. Hopefully. Iroquois moving around, not doing too much. Russia. What do you got? Oh, Poland v Stockholm. I forgot the UK was involved, but I think they've not got open borders, to be honest. I don't think they can actually get through Russia anymore. Maybe they could at one point, but they definitely can't right now. Mongolia. No, nothing. There's just nothing going on. Sorry, I just sound I think it's because yesterday I did 3 Russia episodes in a row, and there was just so much going on. It was going really well, and then you come back to this, and it is a bit slow and painful. Sorry. So yeah, trying to be lively This just finally hit me, I guess, as if we hit the final episode, that there isn't barely anything going on in the world right now to look at. Like Poland, I don't even think they've got really a chance here. The Tsar are failing in Korea, and apart from that, there is no sieges actually ongoing. Korea just entered the information era, that's pretty impressive, I guess. Sweden, I mean, Mali only got there a few turns ago, so I don't know, was it a few turns? I don't know, fairly recently. Rhodesia piecing out with Sweden, not that that really mattered. That's when Sweden have taken half the cities in a peace deal. That'd be quite funny. We've seen some demographic sort of changes. It's no longer just the Iroquois, so if it ever loads, you can have a look, see if any more have changed in the final few turns. Doesn't look like it wants to at the moment, but if it does come up at some point, then we can. Poland, all their units over this way at the moment. There we go, so the Iroquois is still leading a lot. Yeah, nothing's changed. The Chinook now leading for land. Mali leading soldiers and literacy. I think it was like that before. The Chinook for land. That doesn't really make sense, but I guess once you include the sea as land and all of this ocean as well, there's quite a lot, then yeah, I guess you get to that eventually. Because I mean, the Iroquois have a lot of the sea as well. It's not like they don't have any, they have huge amounts of it, so that's why I was surprised. I mean, the fact that Chinook have more is impressive. I guess they have more in North America, to be honest, when you actually look at the map. Include all, yeah, this is quite large. There we go, there was something else going on. Chinook do finally kick India out of these islands. So they have all of this for themselves, extending their lead for having the most land. I'm wondering, there's less than 60 civs now. I wonder if I turned off the Battle Royale mod and put the normal mod on, would it work? I might just try it afterwards, not to break anything, just for, research. I don't think it would work. But I mean, there's not 60 alive anymore. There's not more than 43 alive anymore. There's still quite a lot compared to normal, obviously. But yeah, normally the most you'd get is like 2 in each continent, so that's like 12. We're down to, plus a few like minor ones to bring it up to about 20, but we've still got 30 plus left, I think. And obviously 15, I would say, are pretty good and could be in the top 10 without guessing, or with guessing. There's 3 in North America, there's 1 in South America, 3 in Africa, 3 in Europe, and 5 if you, Indonesia's Asia, I guess, so that's 5 in Asia, and then the Chinook's already been counted, so that's 5 in 8, hang on, let me do that again, 5 in Asia, plus 3 in Europe is 8, plus 3 in Africa is 11, 12 with Argentina, and then 3 North Americans, so yeah, there's 15 civs. I would say it could be in the top 10. Those are the Chinook, or Wales. Some are obviously Wales, but yeah, I'm sure you get what I mean. The Chinook, Sioux, Iroquois, Argentina, Mali, Mercuria, Rhodesia, Great Britain, Russia, and Poland sort of merged together. Arabia, India. I don't actually even know if I counted India there, but I think I did. Tishar, Mongolia, Indonesia, and that is everyone that might be in there. I don't think anyone else has got a shot at getting in there by surprise. Sorry, Ethiopia. Sorry, Japan. Korea, Sweden. The Inca and the Chile would probably be 16 and 17. Congo might still be in there, just on stats alone. Attila's probably still up. Attila's probably on, like 16th. Then Chile and the Inca, 17th, and then maybe Congo. And then at that point it's down to like the one city civs and stuff. It's a bit hard to tell. I like that. Sweden's turn goes very quickly. I wish some of the others could take note. So I'm not really zooming around. There's just nothing. Poland, come on. I bet on like the 299 some huge war will break out. Just to rub it in our faces. Wouldn't surprise me. Seoul is being sieged out slowly by the Tsar. It's into the green. Doing a bit of damage. Let's see if Poland has some success against Sweden. It's their turn at the moment. Probably not. But we gotta hope. There's literally nothing else going on. They've surrounded it a bit better. Not much else really. The Zulu are still around. Didn't even consider them there. Yeah, they've fallen really far behind at this point. They were doing well at one point, but yeah, that's obviously a long time ago now. Don't really know. There's been some very nice AI. Like Rhodesia could have had all of this stuff. They haven't. They do actually border Mali now, so maybe that's the excuse. Didn't want to have to mess with them. Also, I'm assuming the AI is probably... Okay, no, I thought that was big. No, I mean, it's big that they're teaming up. That is not good news for the Sioux in the middle. But, that will be the end for the Corral. Whether they'll make it to 300 or not, I'm not sure. India pieced out with the Chinooks. That's over now. But yeah, Corral might be goners. I mean, the Iroquois have 10 planes just there. I mean, 8 bombers. Just plenty of stuff out this way. It could get down here. I imagine it'll be a few turns. They've got 2 turns to do it in. Maybe there's a chance they get it done. We'll find out very soon. I've run out of commentary. This is really bad. Like, I can tell it's bad at the same time. I'm sorry, but I've got to get it done. We'll get through it. We'll get through this final episode, and then we'll be fine. I don't really know. I think I'm just tired. I don't know. I was so all the commentaries I did yesterday were very bubbly. Maybe it took everything out of me. I have to go back to my normal. Or no, I'll go below average now to reset. 2 turns to go, George. You can get through this. Not fall asleep, or I don't know. Hopefully none of you will fall asleep. That'd be nice. Let's see. Ooh, is this still Indonesia? Because they were not really... Yeah, I mean, Siam just can't defend because they don't have any boats. So there's going to be some planes doing tiny bits of damage, but they're not actually going to probably ever conquer the city. And maybe by 400 they might have done. A lot will probably happen in that time frame. I imagine every civ at some point will hit the top of the tech tree. Even the terrible ones, Egypt's, Greece's, they might even get to the end of the line. I'm not really sure. There's a chance. Probably not, looking at Egypt's current technology, but maybe. Their army just is 1 artillery unit. That's it. Nothing else. They don't need anything else. Mongolia gonna give us that. I could see there are some wars I know that if they popped up this term, people would be mad. Like Russia v Poland. I know a lot of people wanted to see that one. Mongolia v the Shah would be quite frustrating. The Shah probably are going to eliminate Korea. It's going to be close. They've got 1 turn left to do it. No, they haven't been this turn. So they got 2 turns left to do it. Mali, just going ham would be pretty cool. Like taking out Mercurio, just conquering everyone. I'd like to see that. Obviously North America, these 3, something's got to give at some point, surely. Britain v Poland as well would equally be interesting. South America, there isn't too much. Argentina probably would beat everyone of the South Americans, but it's just the mountains probably make it a bit too difficult for them. And anything else we'd love to see? I don't know. I'd like to see someone take out Siam. No offense. Siam are probably the best 1 city civ in the world. Them and the Khazar both done pretty well, despite only having 1 city for most of the time. I think the Khazar always had 1. I don't know. They ever have anything else? I don't think they even settled anywhere else. Maybe 1 that they lost to somebody. But no, I'm pretty sure they just never actually put down a settler, which is probably why they got such a big city. Their growth never slowed down. Yeah, Siam are good with 1 city. I mean, Sweden's pretty good, but they weren't really 1 city. Siam was 2 for a long time, but Sweden had 6 at one point, I think, or 4 or 5. I don't know. They were definitely down here. Didn't they have Berlin very briefly? Lose it? I don't know. They definitely had some Danish stuff. Whether it lasted or not. Here we go. Here's the Jar. See what they get done. That Lancer is going to be the first unit to go in. Of all the technologically advanced units they have. That's the one doing the work. And there we go. Korea. They were 1 turn away from making it to the end. they have been eliminated as well. No more remaining cities for them, I'm afraid. Rhodesia did kill Kilwar off eventually, didn't they? Yeah, I just wanted to just struck into my mind they might still be alive. No, they're gone too. And there we go, Mali, the final civ with 2 turns remaining. And then I'll try to do this last turn as like a recap. I'll follow it around as it's processing. Here we go. One last turn. What is the World's Congress doing? I just wanted to check that. Still the same stuff as previously checked. Here we go then. So, Arabia, done very well so far. They've actually settled some internal cities, just got the Manhattan Project, so that's pretty cool. They've done pretty well. I never really saw them a way for them to break out of where they are now. That's the issue. It's probably going to continue that way. Maybe like if Mali attacks Mercuria, they can piggyback. I've missed a load of civs now, so I'm not going to be able to follow around. But yeah, Arabia's done pretty cool. The Iroquois, obviously, probably leading the way. I mean, statistically, they're probably leading the way, but you know, you can vote for whoever, as I said. But yeah, pretty solid performance from them. Nothing too special. Although there we go, they finally made it into this Incan city. Took them a while. But yeah, I mean, pretty good all round. A lot of this is actually settled by them. It's nothing too impressive. They took out America, played a part in. I don't think they took out Texas. I think they took Houston. Like Houston and okay, maybe they played a part in taking out Texas. I was thinking maybe the Aztecs took Texas out and then the Iroquois took them out, but no, don't think so. The Aztecs are still here, surprisingly. The Inca did re-grab their city before the end, so their score won't be too impacted by that if they are to break in by miracle into the top 10. I don't think they will, but they are low on units now, so I imagine by 400 this will all be grey and it will be all owned by the Iroquois. Poland, one last chance to get Stockholm with like a mega siege turn with no boats and no air units, which is obviously going to hinder them quite a lot if they don't get some of those soon. I don't know if someone's willing to sell them oil. If they can conquer some inland, I don't really know who they would invade. They're probably not going to invade Britain or Mali. I don't know if Greece or Egypt has any in these few tiles they have. Quite likely. That doesn't matter too much. Chile and Arabia with the Zulu. I guess if they could team up against the Huns, but even then it's like a small. They do have one. Oh, they have a nuke. I mean, I guess that counts. Mercuria also completing. There's gonna be a lot of nukes in the next 100 turns. They've now also completed the Manhattan Project. Who was it at the start? Arabia. So those two neck and neck, right next to each other. That's gonna be quite interesting. Very different sort of civs. This one's all about huge population. I mean, a lot of land too. Arabia's smaller population, but keeping up. So that's going to be a very interesting one to follow. I think Mercuria actually does have a tech advantage. Looking at it, I see some mobile SAMs, rocket artilleries, paratroopers. So maybe they are a bit ahead. Rhodesia, where will they... I don't really know where to put them in all of this. So that's also going to be another thing just to look at in a second. Great Britain in there as well. Very interesting. Right, get my pen and paper ready. Hang on a sec, just roll back. Gonna have to write down. I'm gonna have to analyse who is the top 10 because I obviously have to know before for the votes before I start writing. Before I keep going and it changes. If that makes any sense. Mali with the final turn. They're gonna do anything crazy? Probably not. Get a pen. This is a very... I was well planned for this. At least my pens are nearby. There we go, got one. Without looking. Kept my eyes on not a relevant part of the map, but oh, it's frozen. If it crashed now, I would not be impressed. But there we go, turn 300. The official end. Let's have a look at who's doing the best on score. I don't know if you can you sort it by score? No. I don't want to talk to you, Arabia. Go away. So Arabia, 786. Aztecs, 324. Egypt, 343. 342 for Greece. They're all very close. 920 for India. So there you go, ahead of Arabia. There we go, 2014 for the Iroquois. 949 for Russia. So they're second, based on the civs we've scrolled through so far. Siam, 477. Songhai, quite good, even with one city at 556. Mongolia, very high up, 1076. Inca 571, Attila and the Huns 615, 633 for the Mayans. Maybe Score's not the best system, obviously. Sweden 416, Ethiopia 545. But I think because we're using just like the top 10, it should be fine. Indonesia 741, Poland 1035, Zulu 416, Argentina 727, 467 Chile, 320 Burundi, 493 New Zealand, 431 Kazar, Mercuria 893, Chinook 1451, Congo 471, Corral 470, Mapuche is dead, Japan 591, Rhodesia 945, Britain 1545, bit ahead of the Chinook, Jar 890, and the Sioux 883, and there's Mali at 1860. So I'll go and sort those into the actual top 10. The vote will start probably later today or tomorrow. And remember, up until for the first few votes, it will be vote on who comes last. So I'll give you 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th. You pick who comes 10th. Then it will be the same for 9th, with the next sieve being added. And then once we get to a final 4, I am probably going to do it as a winner. I'm not quite sure, because that is a bit unfair. Because you're going to get really lopsided, like first place, and it doesn't really tell you second, third, fourth. I'll consider how to do the final 4 over the time being. But yeah, that's where it's going to be. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this series, there'll be a new one probably in a week or 2. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.